Welcome back, everyone. We have Calvin Ruda here with us from Wild West Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. Today we're meeting a few spooky friends, a few hissing cockroaches. Thank you for being here this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So tell us a little bit about these guys that you brought.
Yeah, so these guys are Madagascar hissing cockroaches, so thankfully not something that you guys have to worry about seeing out and about around these parts. However, while these guys do look like beetles, cockroaches and the like are actually part of a family that they share with termites rather than beetles and the like. Now, as I said, these guys are called hissing cockroaches, and they have that name because they have a very unique hissing noise that they make. And the way they make that noise is that insects breathe through what's called spiracles, and these are tiny microscopic holes that cover their bodies, and they actually push air out through these holes throughout their whole body, and that's what makes this weird little hissing noise.
That's interesting. Can they bite? I know all animals can bite.
I think they can technically bite, but these guys aren't like carnivorous insects or anything, right? They're not going to have big mandibles or anything like that. These guys are actually what are called detritivores. They're basically scavengers. They mostly eat things like dead leaves and branches, stuff like that that's going to be found out there. Though in captivity, they usually fed like fruits and vegetables, stuff like that.
So they're spoiled.
Yeah, they're very spoiled. Yeah, for being cockroaches, very spoiled.
Yeah, he's just hanging out right there.
Yeah, he's just chilling.
Yeah.
Now, we heard them hissing when you first opened the container here. Is that like a defense mechanism of theirs? Or?
Yeah, so they actually use it for a couple of different reasons. They can use it to communicate with one another. For like breeding purposes and finding mates. A big part of it is defense mechanism, right? They'll hiss at threats and make all kinds of different noises like that. And the other one is males will do it when they're fighting each other. Same with like in mating season, they'll kind of make those noises and kind of charge at each other and hiss.
Gotcha. And is this about how big they'll typically get, or
yeah,
do
they
get
can
larger?
get I think a little bit bigger, total of 2 to 3 inches.
Oh wow!
For like the largest ones, but yeah, generally speaking, they're about this size. Now, the reason we have these at the center, obviously, we do use them to give people a chance to be up near like a kind of creepy crawly that isn't going to sting or bite, but maybe they'd normally be a little uncomfortable around.
Yeah.
But they're also often used for feeding purposes for other kinds of like reptiles and other mammals that eat insects.
Okay. I just don't know how you like. What's it feel like?
So they can be sometimes, but generally speaking, these ones aren't too bad. Actually, the tarantula I had on just a couple weeks ago has much more kind of like grippy feet than these guys do.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what part of the world are these native to? I know that is it in the name, the Madagascar?
Yeah, these are Madagascar, so specifically the island of Madagascar where these from. Now, there are a couple of other species of like giant flightless cockroaches. Some that live in South America, and I believe some have moved up to like Florida.
And they get bigger than that?
I think these are one of the biggest. So I think about this same size, maybe a little bigger or smaller.
You don't have to worry too much.
I don't think there are too many around here that you're gonna have to worry about being this big.
Man, look. Oh, okay. So it's So it's a good thing these things don't fly.
Yes. Now there are a lot of different cockroach species that can fly, but luckily these guys very much ground dwelling.
Yeah, then that's something that we made sure before the segment.
Before we brought it up,
it
just to make sure it's not going to fly.
Right.
Stuff.
Ooh, some big boys.
Oh my gosh. And he kind of looks like a leaf. Like it looks like he's camouflaged.
Yeah, that's
pretty good.
They would be on the ground, like with those rotten leaves and stuff that they're eating. And a lot of times they're found inside of rotten logs. That's one of the main places that they do. So imagine this being under the bark or something. It's going to blend right in.
Because if he's in some bark or something, you walk right by him.
Yeah. Now these guys do live in kind of small colonies. So you would like lift it up and see like 10 to 20 of them all kind of going around, But yeah, they're really interesting and as you can see, quite large.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for bringing it. We really appreciate it, I think. It is 5:19.
Thank you so much. Welcome back, everybody. We're back with Calvin from Wild West Wildlife Rehabilitation. And we were talking about their upcoming Face Your Fears event. And you can make these little guys like the face of this event. Because you got to face your fear.
Yeah, absolutely. So this Saturday, 12 to 2, October 25th, Trips Harley-Davidson. It's a totally free event. Where we're going to be giving out candy. We're going to have a bunch of different animal ambassadors there. So including, these guys, some hissing cockroaches, some tarantulas, probably some snakes and things like that people maybe are a little nervous around.
Yeah.
But we'll also have probably McGee, our skunk, and Stella, our possum.
Yeah.
So definitely animals that people can still kind of pet and enjoy and be around. that aren't going to be quite as maybe heebie-jeebie inducing as these guys here.
Yeah.
Man, so what's it like? Because I gotta imagine that's pretty cool whenever you can bring like these creepy crawlies and these different animals around people and kind of dispel some of those myths that kind of surround them.
Yeah, it's really cool. Especially I find to bring them to schools and field trips and things like that. Because it always cracks me up. Kids are so much more brave than adults are.
Yes,
Yeah.
You know,
kids will
Yeah,
pick up
kids will
anything.
pick up a cockroach no problem, and their parents are
Man,
halfway
that's pretty
across the
cool.
room.
Yeah, it literally started crawling up the side, and I just was, no.
Yeah, we wasn't having it. We wasn't having it.
I've also had people, you know, like 80, 90 years old come into the center before who've
Yeah.
never held a snake or been up close to one before.
Yeah.
And realize, like, you know, oh, wow, this isn't so scary after all. Like,
Yeah.
these are
Yeah.
actually really cool to be around.
Yeah.
And those sort of moments are really what makes it special, getting to have people introduced to these different kinds of animals.
I
that we
did get to
have.
touch a snake previously. And those, they're actually pretty cool, but, you know,
Yeah.
I'm still keep my distance.
Yeah, yeah, best to keep your distance.
But it's actually pretty neat when you can feel kind of like how their bodies move and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm curious. I kind of want to try holding one.
You go right
know?
ahead.
I promise they're really not that
If
bad.
I could do it, anybody could do it. Oh my gosh.
And look, it's just, and sometimes they don't even move. This one is like half asleep still because
Yeah.
it doesn't want to be bothered.
It's just like a little hard thing. That's all it feels like, just like
Yeah.
a shell. Ro, you should do it.
Come on, Rochelle. This one is like a little
Ooh,
bit
this is
more-
the one
do
that
it, do
moves.
it.
That's the one that moves. Give me the one that don't move.
No, come on. You can do the one that moves here.
Do the one that moves.
I
Do
might,
it.
I might throw it though. Oh,
Are you sure?
no, he moving too much. Okay.
Okay, Rich, you ready?
You got it?
Okay.
You're so hesitant.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
Ready?
go.
Keep going back.
Here.
Woo. Can't look. Can't. Oh no, that's
Bro.
Hey, you know what? He touched it. Hey, you
I
know
did
what?
touch it.
And
You did
sometimes
it.
it's steps at a time,
Yeah,
right?
it
Yeah.
is.
And we don't always have to touch everything, right? We can always just look for a distance, say
that's-
those are neat, but I don't want to touch it.
See, if
Yeah.
it's not moving, it wouldn't have been that bad. But he moving. I
Yeah.
can't.
I feel like we're more squeamish than some
Yeah.
other people.
Well,
in
you
the
do get
community
a
are.
little bit used to this sort of
Yeah.
stuff whenever you work around it for a while.
Okay. Woo. Okay. Well, I face my fears
There you go.
Yeah.
halfway.
Yeah.
You know. All right, Calvin. Thanks so much.
Thank
man.
y'all.